I have previously and will again express my concerns about the debt limit. The dollar is used widely as a reserve asset because of the depth and liquidity of U.S. capital markets, the safety of Treasury securities, and the longstanding practice of the United States to honor its obligations. And it's that commitment that we can be trusted to pay our bills that is the foundation for our high credit rating and for the dollar's role as a reserve currency. So when we have episodes like the debt ceiling episode, that concerns me. Of course, our sanctions are in part enabled by the important role of the dollar and U.S. banks in the financial system. We work whenever possible with other countries.
But if I may, should we be more concerned now in slapping sanctions on countries around the world and taking that into consideration and be more thoughtful as we may be creating a paranoia around the world where people are looking for other currencies to do transactions?
It is true that when we impose sanctions, countries that are afraid they can be the subject of those sanctions are motivated to look for other tools other than the dollar to engage in transactions. So
but even
that's
our
something
friends
we have to accept. It is much more difficult to find other tools to make payments, other currencies, when we work jointly with
But we even
partners.
have our friends like France also looking for other currencies and pushing it.
You know, France and some of our allies were not happy when we pulled out of JCPOA and imposed sanctions. And but I would say there is virtually no meaningful workaround for most countries for using the dollar as a reserve currency.
Very well.
Good evening, friends. There have been several proposals to change Social Security from both Republicans and Democrats. President Biden has also proposed a 4-point action plan that would help raise additional revenue for Social Security. But analysts say these plans would only help for a few years, and then benefits would begin to be cut. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the complete details of these proposals. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Although the average Social Security benefit is a relatively modest $1,835 per month for retired workers, it's nevertheless a vital source of income for the vast majority of U.S. seniors. In each of the past 22 years, National Pollster Gallup has asked an assortment of seniors how reliant they are on their monthly Social Security check. No fewer than 80% of retirees spanning all 22 years have stated that they lean on their payout as either a major or minor source of income. So in other words, ensuring that America's most successful retirement program remains on solid financial footing is of the utmost importance. Unfortunately, Social Security's financial foundation is cracking, and the American public is looking to Washington, D.C. for a fix. The big question is, do lawmakers have a solution? As of the 2023 report, Social Security's long-term funding obligation shortfall reached $22.4 trillion, which is $2 trillion more than the long-term shortfall forecast in the 2022 Trustees Report. What decades of Trustees Reports have shown is that the longer Congress waits to act, the larger Social Security's funding gap will grow. The Trustees Report also says that if lawmakers fail to address the program's shortcomings, its more than $2.8 trillion in asset reserves may be depleted in as little as 10 years for the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund. And if that were to happen, sweeping cuts of up to 23% may be needed for retired workers and survivors to sustain payouts without the need for any further cuts. Prior to being elected president in November 2020, then-candidate Joe Biden released a 4-point plan designed to strengthen America's top retirement program. Biden's plan seeks to generate boatloads of additional revenue by increasing taxation on high earners and would redistribute some of this revenue to shore up other perceived shortcomings. The key part to Biden's Social Security proposal would be to reinstate the 12.4% payroll tax on earned income above $400,000 a year. As of 2023, all earned income between $160,200 is subject to the payroll tax. Approximately 94% of working Americans bring home less than $160,200 annually, meaning they're paying into Social Security with every dollar they earn. What Biden proposed is creating a donut hole between the maximum taxable earnings cap and $400,000, where earned income remains exempt from the payroll tax. Another big Social Security change is Biden's proposal to switch the program's measure of inflation to the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. Though it may be a fact that flies under the radar, Social Security does have a special minimum monthly benefit for lifetime low earners. In 2023, the special minimum benefit for someone with 30 years of coverage is $1,033 a month. However, Biden's plan would see Social Security's special minimum benefit increase to 125% of whatever the federal poverty level is for a single filer in a given year. It would have raised this payout to $1,518 this year. The fourth and final Social Security change proposed by Biden is a gradual increase of 1% annually to the primary insurance amount for aged beneficiaries. This 1% annual increase would begin at age 78 and continue through age 82, equating to an aggregate of 5%. While doing something about Social Security's long-term funding shortfall is better than doing nothing, an analysis of Biden's proposal by the Urban Institute shows that his 4-point plan does very little to extend the solvency of the program's asset reserves. Many experts say that once the asset reserves are depleted, sweeping benefit cuts are needed to sustain payouts. And according to the Urban Institute, Biden's 4-point plan would only extend the life of the trust funds by about 5 years. So friends, what do you think will help solve the problems that Social Security is facing today? Please let me know in the comments section below. Well, my awesome and beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this weekend. My dearest friends, thank you so very much for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you, I'm doing weekly giveaways. I'll be giving away more Walmart gift cards this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.